Hi, my name is Vanessa. I'm from Southern California, and our holiday calendar kind of looks like this. So in January, normally we start off our university at the end of January, and we normally get like a winter break that's probably about a month long, depending if you're a university student or not. And then we go to school. We have Easter break that's in April and May, and that's equivalent to like spring break, so that's normally about a week long. Being from Southern California, a lot of people go down to Mexico or just go on like vacations with their families, or they just stay home. Like personally, I would stay in the general vicinity and just work. And then our next holiday, I think, is just summer, and that's about 3 months long. And in the summertime, people, do whatever. They work, they go on vacation. I normally tend to go traveling somewhere if I have the money, or I'll be working to save money to travel the following summer after that. After that, we start school in September, and then the beginning of September is actually a really weird transition period because there's a lot of long weekends. Like there's Memorial Weekend, so you get Saturday, Sunday, and then you get the Monday off. And there's President's Weekend, and then after that, you're back at university. In October, there's Halloween, but that's not really a day that you would take off, I guess. And then we also have Thanksgiving, which is around the 22nd of November normally. We normally get like a long weekend for that as well, because you get the Thursday off, and then there's Black Friday the day after, and then there's the weekend. And then after that, there's no holidays really until winter break again, which normally starts off after the 15th of December, and then you get like Christmas, New Year's, all of that off from university, and then you start back up again in January.
So the topic this week is holidays. I study at the University of Glasgow in Scotland, and here the holidays change depending on what subject you're studying. So for my first to third year, I had 3 weeks off at Christmas, so from about the 20th or 21st of December until the 10th, 11th, 12th of January. And then I'd have another 3 weeks off at Easter, which obviously changes depending on what date Easter is falling, but that would be about 3 weeks off in March, April time. And then you finished for the summer and had about a 10-week summer, so or longer. So last year I finished about the 13th of June, and then I started back on the 1st of September. But I studied
so we have our summer holiday, which is the longest one, which is like kind of like June to you have summer holiday from June to about the beginning of September. And even though it's like considered a holiday, it's kind of a long time, so a lot of people they do internships and stuff like that during the holiday, which is it's time for you to like make money. You go home, a lot of people get jobs because it's a long enough time. So but it's really nice, like you'll like work, but you'll also like play a lot because it's like really nice. And then you have your like Christmas break, which is in December and January, part of December and part of January. And the cool thing I like about Christmas break is it's only like 2.5 weeks, so like no one's and it's like a lot of families get together, so like no one's like working. I guess when I worked at the pie shop, I worked a lot during Christmas, but a lot of times everyone just wants to hang out and stuff like that because no one's really doing anything. So I really like Christmas break too. And then you guys call it Easter break, but it's like spring break at home because it's spring instead of fall. And spring break is just a week, so usually I'm really tired, so I just want to like hike and go swimming and stuff like that during spring break. But a lot of people go to places like Mexico and take some big trips. But yeah, that's like holidays to me. My favorite holiday I ever went to is I went to Canada for a holiday and just went to all the nature parks and yeah, it was just a really good time. So I don't know.
I'm from the Netherlands. We get several holidays a year. We get one every season, so in summer, spring, autumn, and winter. We have some festivity weeks in the Netherlands where you get weeks off too. For instance, Christmas, but also around Easter. We have placement throughout the whole year in my university, so there's not really any preparation needed for that. So people are just off for a week or 2 weeks and they go to other places. Dutch people really like to get the car and go to other countries, visit other cities. I would go to my sister who lives in France because I have no other weeks in the year where I can visit her. In summer, people just travel around the world. Hardly anyone stays at home in the Netherlands, and that's about it.
This week's topic, holiday. So, what does holiday look like in Poland? Well, we start academic year in October, and then so October is school. Then in November we have first short little holiday because of the All Saints Day, November 1st, and then the second is free. And if it comes before weekend, then we have longer weekend, so you can do something during that time. And then in December we start Christmas holiday around 23rd December, so then covers the Christmas period and New Year's. And after New Year's there's also the Three Kings Day on the 6th of January. So there's this long, 2 weeks break, and then everybody gets stressed about the finals, which are at the end of January. And if you do well on your exam session, then you have 4 weeks of holiday in February, which we call the winter break. And if you don't do so well, you have 2 weeks to retake your exams, resit your exams, and then you still have 2 weeks of holiday, so it's all good. And then it comes Easter at the end of March or beginning of April, somewhere around that time. That's another week of holiday. Then my favorite, May holiday. So it's so May 1st is Labor Day. May 2nd is I think made up holiday, but it's a flag day, just so we can celebrate Constitution Day on the 3rd of May. And then that is somewhere in between 2 weekends. So then if you take 2 days off somewhere during that time, then you end up having 9 days week and kind of thing, because you have Saturday, Sunday, and then there's 3 holidays and 2 days of nothing, and then another 2 days of weekend. So that's pretty sweet, and that's the time when people go to the lakeside or just mountains or relax really, but everybody goes off somewhere. It's brilliant, and it's the first time when it gets warm in Poland, so everybody's really pumped up for spring, I guess. And then another exam session is the end of May, beginning of June, and if you pass your exams, then you're off for the rest of June, July, August, and October, and then you start school. June, July, August, September, then you start school in October again. So that's what holiday looked like back home.
Hello, I'm Muriel, and I'm gonna talk about my holiday now. First question is, how do I spend my holidays? Well, I like traveling around. So, for example, I have been in Scandinavia and Greece, Turkey, or Italy and Spain. I also have left Europe, even though this is a little bit more expensive, at least for the flight. So, for example,
during the year we get numerous holiday periods. The first long one is at Christmas time, where you get 3 weeks off. If you have exams in January, this time is normally spent with your family and then revising for your exams. But for students who go to my university, we don't have January exams, so people often take this time to go on a ski trip or snowboarding with their friends or family. Our next long holiday is at midterm break, where we will get a week off because we are teaching students. This is normally spent doing university assignments, however, because we are about to go on placement. Then this placement ends at Easter time, and we have another 3 weeks off, which people usually spend relaxing before preparing for their summer exams. And then the summer holidays begin at the beginning of June and they last until the middle of September. People normally travel at this time or volunteer. For example, last summer I went to America for the 3 months. Some of my friends went interrailing around Europe or to Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, etc. And then people would volunteer maybe in Africa or at home even. Throughout the year we also get some random holidays, for example St. Patrick's Day, which people normally just use as an excuse to go out with their friends, and that's really it.